Water is one of the most abundant elements on Earth. In fact, water covers 70% of the Earth's surface, most of which is found in the oceans and large bodies of water. Although these sources are utilized, water of drinking quality is scarce in our world today. In fact, 18%, 1.1 billion of the world's population lacks access to safe drinking water. In Africa, 54% of the population fails to receive sanitary drinking water. The reasoning behind this crisis alters from region to region, but there is one main trend that remains visible throughout these societies. Most of the individuals in the developing world live on less than $1 a day. In fact, 1 out of 3 people lacking access to clean water survive on less than $1 a day. This minute daily salary does nothing but hinder the chances for individuals to gain sanitary drinking water. And if the average village member makes less than $1 a day, then how is it physically possible to provide a centralized sewage system for its inhabitants? Diarrhea is the most unknown illness that results from poor water conditions. Diarrhea is caused by viral infections, parasites, bacterial toxins that infect the digestive tract through water-infected feces. Unsanitary water is the result of poor or non-existent sanitary sewage systems. This can be seen in places like Luanda, Angola, in South Africa, where the city's sewage and garbage stagnates in the town center. As individuals become dehydrated, they begin to lose bodily fluid faster than it can be replaced. Diarrhea is often seen as an inconvenience and sometimes even laughed about in the Western societies like America. But in fact, 3 million people die every year from diarrhea complications, including 1.9 million children under the age of 5. More children die from diarrhea than from HIV/AIDS, malaria, and tuberculosis combined. Researchers gather that the majority of these figures are tallied within the developing world. As catastrophic as this may seem, the solution is minuscule in comparison. Diarrhea can be cured by ingesting a simple mixture of salt, sugar, and clean water. But without this solution, it is useless. Sanitary water is needed to prevent this disease from killing millions more people. Arsenic is an environmental contaminant in drinking water, or well water. Arsenic poisoning is an epidemic that affects individuals in the developing world. In fact, arsenic contamination of drinking water has been found in Argentina, Bangladesh, Chile, China, India, Mexico, and Thailand. In these countries, water wells are contaminated with naturally occurring arsenic. Ingested arsenic can be known to cause Brown disease, which is early stages of skin cancer, internal cancer of the lungs, the liver, the bladder, and the kidneys. Arsenic poisoning also commonly causes discoloration of skin or skin lesions. This side effect is largely prominent in Bangladesh, where 1.5 million people suffer from skin lesions related to arsenic that is in their drinking water. Arsenic poisoning has a very serious effect on the global water crisis. When analyzing this problem, one may discover that this epidemic alters from region to region, but one main trend remains constant when observed and compared to other issues around the world. The global water crisis originates within the developing world, a world that is victim of failing economies that demand its population to survive on less than $1 a day. How is this minuscule amount of currency sufficient for providing sanitary sewage systems for one person, yet alone a community? The failures of these economies are the principal cause of this crisis in the developing world. And because of this, I believe that the water crisis is a crisis of governance. Before I begin to analyze this topic, my goal was to make you more aware of the global water crisis. But after extensive research, I have discovered that this crisis demands your attention. This crisis accounts for more child deaths than HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria combined on a yearly basis. What will it take for this devastation to end? How many children will have to die before something is done? Must we reach 2.3 billion deaths by 2025? Or in 10 years from now, will this crisis cease to exist? The solution can only be reached by a world united and devoted towards change. No matter what you believe, I think we can all agree that we all need water for life.